Welcome to Career Development in IT. Today we are going to continue with CSS syntax. All right. In the last class on CSS, we come to know what is CSS, what does CSS stand for, um, how does CSS works, why we use CSS, etc. Today we are going to learn about CSS rules that consists of a CSS selector and a declaration block. Okay, let me show you what do I mean by CSS rules. A selector, a CSS selector, and a CSS declaration block. All right. Um, we have to know very clearly what is CSS syntax, what is CSS selector, what is CSS declaration block, and so on. Okay, let me take little space, and in CSS selector, CSS, definitely we have to understand the concepts, the CSS syntax very clearly. Okay, to style our, let me um, make it very practical rather than theoretical. Okay, this is our uh, mm, HTML HTML paragraph dot HTML HTML file. Let me execute it and look how does it look before we work with CSS. It's really a dull a web page without any color, without any beautification, without any mm, size, without any anything. It's just simple uh, page created with HTML. Okay, so if we want to color it, if we want to beautify it, we have to use CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Shades, and we style the web page using CSS selector. Now, what is CSS selector? Let's type here style, okay, and first select whatever you want to uh, color, okay, or whatever you want to style. I select body, okay, body, and then put curly braces. Remember, uh, let me keep a little space here. Okay, so body is CSS selector. Okay, now just right here background color. Okay, when I write background, I see background, background color, background image, background position, background repeats, background size, and many more uh, CSS properties. Body is CSS selector, and these are properties. And when I press enter, I see background color, and I want background color to be crimson. Okay. Now let's check what happens to our page. Now we see this background color has become crimson. Okay, and let me make the color, color means text color, white rather than black. Okay, it was black and I make it white. Okay, wow, beautiful. No, I think black is more uh, beautiful here. Now let me explain what is CSS selector. CSS selector, look, uh, this is uh, CSS selector, selector, okay, selector. Which one? This, the body, because we selected from this body tag and we determine that we are going to uh, style whatever inside the body. It will become crimson as its background and color will be white. Okay, now let me take it little far from here just to make it clear. Now what is declaration? What do I mean by declaration? This is declaration. Okay, declaration, declaration. Okay, declaration. So this is CSS selector and this is CSS declaration. Okay, this is CSS properties and value. So this is declaration and this is also another declaration. Okay, so to style any elements, we need to select a tag or elements without the angle brackets. Okay, and select it, then declare with CSS properties and value what we are going to style with. All right, I hope it is very clear. And the selector points to the HTML elements we want to style, remember, and the declaration block contains one or more declarations separated by semicolons. Here are two. There can be many more. There can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, even more. Each declaration includes a CSS property name. This is property name and property value. Okay, property name and value. Remember, this is very important to note. And multiple CSS declarations are separated with semicolons. Always remember, we need to use semicolon if we are using multiple declarations. And declaration blocks are surrounded by curly braces. Now, let me clear it and make more readable. Okay, now usually we just keep one space in between CSS selector and declaration block, and you can also make the declaration block like this, okay, to make it more readable. Okay, now I can use, say for example, margin margin uh, 30 pixel. Okay, margin 30 pixel, and let's see how does it look like now. Now we have margin all over. We have on the top, we have margin 30 pixel, on the left 30 pixel, and on the right 30 pixel, and on the bottom 30 pixel too. Now let's keep a little border, okay, border, say for example 2 pixel, and it will be yellow, border with yellow, and it will be solids. Okay, now let's look at it. Now we have border. Okay, okay, we have now margin and we have border. Now look at the contents, look at the article. All the contents are attached to the border. So to make it beautiful or make it more readable, uh, look it's more clean, what we can do, we can put margin, border, then padding. Okay, so I just go back to the code editor and just I put another declaration block, and first I take CSS properties. Property will be padding, okay, padding, and value will be anything that I want. I want, say for example, 50 pixel. And now go back to the web page, okay, and look how clean it has become. It has become more readable, okay, and really more standard. Okay, so what we have to understand is uh, what we have learned is uh, we have to have CSS selector, the HTML tag that we want to style, and it is body, and there will be declaration block, okay, declaration block, and inside declaration block we have CSS property, okay, property, and we have also value, CSS property and value. So this is CSS property, this is value, this is CSS property, this is value. Margin is property and 30 pixel is value. So border is property and 2 pixel is 2 pixel, yellow and solid is values, 3 values, and padding is property and 50 pixel is values, and these are declaration block, okay, and this is CSS selector. All right, that's all for today. Now what you have to do, just down the video I will leave some notes, please go through it and try to understand the concept so that you can be better developer. All right, so that's all for today. uh, if you are visiting this YouTube channel for the first time, don't forget to uh, subscribe this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you can get at least a notification. All right. um, and always remember, I always put some more information down the video. um, please try to read it, and here is a link that you can use to get discount for uh, web development bootcamp. And here is uh, web development and potential dream career, an ebook written by me. If you want to get it, just click here and leave your email address, uh, first name and last name. I will send you the link from where you can purchase this book. Okay, and right now it's being sold just for $10, but over the few days it will go up. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much.